Chodesh Tov, good Chodesh, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Tonight's the 20th birthday of the Oorahthon 2020. For those of you who have not yet participated, Oorahthon.org is the place to go right now. And tonight, not only is there an auction where you can win wonderful prizes, but tonight we're also going to celebrate all the accomplishments of Oorah. We hear such wonderful things of what Oorah does. In this segment right now, we are so privileged to have two special guests with us who are going to give us a little bit of an insight to what the girls' campus, what the Zone camp looks like in the girls' division. The Zone campus is the epicenter of the excitement of every Jewish child for the summer that carries throughout the entire year. It's fabulous for anybody who has ever been a Zoniac. And certainly for anybody, even for anybody who has visited the Zone, has been tremendous. So with us this evening is the director of the girls' division, Mrs. Toba Shifrin, and a very special guest, Marielle, a Zone camper, a teen, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to DU this year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
See, I wasn't sure if it was teen or senior, but I took the chance. I said, if I'm wrong on the teen and it's really senior, not so bad. But if it's really senior, Marielle, where are you from?
I'm from Staten Island.
Oh wow! So you really that's like Oorah headquarters from way back when.
Yeah.
Wow, that's where our Little Star program is. Are you familiar with the Little Star?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You ever go visit? Oh, no, I put you on the spot. Okay. Maybe you should go visit.
Maybe.
And maybe that'll be a good role model. They'll, you show them what campers look like a little bit later on in life. As something to aspire to. You definitely have a lot to show. So, Mrs. Shifrin, if we can start with you. Mrs. Shifrin is no stranger to the camping industry. Mrs. Shifrin has extensive experience in camping. She's been involved in camps for many, many years. And Baruch Hashem, she's recently joined the Zone family.
Yes, lucky me.
And we're so excited. And the Zoniacs will be very, very lucky to have you this year. So the Zone has this slogan that it's the Zone is more than just a camp.
Yeah.
Now, as being the director, what does that slogan mean to you other than just a marketing gimmick?
Well, it's definitely not just a marketing gimmick. I would say the difference between the Zone and pretty much every other camp that I've had the privilege to be a part of is that as a director, at the end of 4 weeks of a fantastic summer, a wholesome, fabulous nonsense, and everyone's had a great time, and they're inspired and then are uplifted, you pat yourself on the back, you've done a good job, you take a deep breath, and you get ready for the next year. But in the Zone, that's really just the beginning. Rosh Hashanah is coming up, Sukkot is coming up, Simchas Torah is coming up. Right after Sukkot is going to start our chill zone season, and then it doesn't stop there from Hanukkah to Purim and to all the Yom Tovim, and then there's the crown jewel of what we stand for in Oorah, our Torah Mates program, where our staff and our campers are connected all year round. The 4 weeks of the summer is one tiny tip of a 12-month relationship.
So this sounds like a dream come true for every child. Like summer camp all year long.
Yes.
This it doesn't end.
Yes. And as a director, you're used to that downtime somewhere in the dead of winter where you've already done the post-mortem and figured out everything that happened last summer, and you're not yet ready to start next summer, but that's not like that in the Zone.
Not in the Zone and not anywhere in Oorah. Anywhere in the entire organization, downtime does not exist. And that's how wonderful things get done, and that's beautiful. Marielle from Staten Island.
Yeah.
How many years have you been in camp?
This is going to be my 6th summer.
Oh, wow.
6 years?
6th year, yeah.
So we're done with 5 already.
Yeah.
So you've done 5-ish already?
I've done 5 years.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Beautiful. If you can think back to the first year, coming from as an outsider, you weren't yet in camp. What was it, if you remember, what was it that you heard about camp? What got you hooked? How did you get involved?
So I remember sitting in middle school and all the other girls and boys just talking about their sleepaway camps, and I was nervous. I really didn't have a desire to go to a sleepaway camp until I really heard about the Zone. My best friend, she told me about it, and she said, this place is different, Marielle. You have to go. Like the chickens, the camels, just everything about it. It's just so different, and I made so many friends there. And I remember saying, I don't know, maybe. So I went home and I told my parents, I think I should give it a shot. And I remember I was terrified. It was my first year at sleepaway camp. But I went, and it was just different because I was just welcomed like in a tunnel of love, like literally a tunnel of love. Like I went through it as soon as I came in, and I was just, it was so joyful, and everyone was just so welcoming and loving, and it was definitely the best choice for sure.
Wow. You haven't tried anything else. How do you know?
I haven't.
That's it. She came, she was hooked,
I
and
just
she never
knew.
went anywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's what you learned in middle school. Did you hear anything else that was going on in middle school?
Like
No, it was just a... Okay, but it was certainly something good to listen to.
yeah.
Right. And that kept you going for 5 years so far. We're going on year 6.
Yeah, year 6.
Oh, wow. Wow, but now you're in a whole new division. Now we're up to DU. That's
crazy.
a whole different part.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, Mrs. Shifrin, so we're hearing a lot about the camp and how warm it is and how exciting it is. The kids have so much fun, and I'm sure as a director, I'm sure you're concerned about, children come from various backgrounds. Every child that comes to camp has a different skill set, different interests, and different talents. Can you give us a little bit of an idea what your vision is? How do we accommodate children with different talents in one camp?
I'm going to ask Marielle a question and use that to help answer. Are you a sports person, Marielle?
I've done dance for like a couple of years, but I stopped.
Which part of the zone would you say of all the different activities was your thing?
My actual favorite activity probably was ziplining.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So that's a really good example. I'll explain why. So we have the zip line, we have the rock wall, we're going to have sports, we have hiking, we have all the outdoor things that many of the girls like, or go-karts. But then there's your crafty girls who that's not their idea. So then there's a variety of incredible crafts and workshops, and whether it's music or dance or culinary arts, baking, the arcade, the bumper boats, the regular boats, the boogie boards, all the different activities, there really is something for everyone. I would say, if you had to look at the zone, the nice thing about it is that, you ever heard the expression like the type or NTT, like not the,
yeah.
So there's no the type in the zone, because there's so many different activities and so many diverse ways in which a girl could have a great time. Essentially, if you're the type who just wants to come to camp and have a wonderful summer with different people from all over in an accepting environment, you're the type. That's the type.
Well, there you have it. It sounds much more than just a camp. So much more going on than just any camp. It's fantastic. So Marielle, if you mentioned the zipline was your favorite activity.
Yeah.
That's and I'm sure there was a runner-up also. Other than activities, and I'm sure they were all very nice. Is there a specific memory that you can relate to, that comes to mind, something that's really memorable?
I would say, well, for sure, my favorite memory was really meeting all my best friends. Like, I have the closest friend group. We talk every single day.
You still keep in touch?
Every single day.
Oh, that's the best.
And that's definitely so special to have that relationship, especially even with counselors and just my friends. Like, it's great.
Are these friends that you had outside of camp, or these are friends that you just met in camp?
2 of them were outside, but I really became extremely close with them and 8 other girls, like,
Beautiful.
in camp. But really, I would say more, not really an activity, but a memory is just Shabbat at the zone, because it's so special. Just like, I would call it disconnecting to reconnect, because everybody just puts their phones away and they're just there to build this special relationship. And Shabbat and singing Zmiro on the lake, that's so special to me. I love that. It's just, everyone's just so unified, and no matter who you are or where you came from, you're just accepted and welcomed and loved, and it's so spiritual, and it's such a great environment.
Okay, I have a sentence, like you never thought you would ever say, thanks to Corona, ... Like, that's not a thing. But thanks to Corona, I got to meet Marielle. She was a camper before I was, I came to camp, I didn't get to meet Marielle. And she ran a Shema circle during Corona as a zechus for some of the people who were sick, and that we should really all see a refuah. And I heard about this. Zone Camper is running a Shema Circle. Shema Circle is my favorite part of camp. It's actually why I became the camp director. If you must know, I came to camp as a mashpia, and I had the privilege of watching the IMD Shema Circle one night, and I just wept my way down to the bungalow and said, there's no way I'm leaving, I'm going to do something. She ran a beautiful Shema Circle. There were a bunch of us staff members who snuck on, even though whatever, just to watch Marielle in action and really remind ourselves there's a beautiful ending to the day that happens in camp, that just, you have to experience it just to really understand how beautiful it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Is there somebody that you can relate to, somebody in camp that you can point to and say, that's the idol, that's somebody that I learned from, somebody that inspired me more than anybody else?
Well, it's definitely a hard question because I feel like after every single year, literally, I just become more and more inspired by every single one of my counselors. But I would have to say Rabbi D, because I remember his, like, every shiur, every single night in teens was just so influential, and we could really just relate to him and ask as many questions as we wanted to, and you never felt judged for doing that. And that's why I think camp is so special, because everyone just comes from different places and you're just accepted.
Just to clarify, Rabbi D is Rabbi Davidowitz, and he's the camp rabbi at the TheZone Girls Division. He is the camp rabbi, and the fact that he's called Rabbi D without that clarification, that gives us some indication of
how close,
they feel to him, and how much Rabbi D has made an impact on Marielle's life. And I can probably say, is it safe to bet that almost any camper, certainly from the teens and the seniors and teens, they certainly will point to Rabbi D as their source of inspiration. So we certainly thank Rabbi D for all of that. Mrs. Shifrin mentioned activities, certain things going on in the zone throughout the year. It does sound like more than just a camp. It sounds a little strange. The camp goes the whole year. Mrs. Shifrin, how do we keep enthusiasm going throughout the year? It's so much easier when you can stand up on a chair and you can give that pump, and you can, there's a song and it's exciting and there's activities. How do we do this throughout the year?
So the truth is, I would say we have the best staff in the world. It's no exaggeration. It really isn't just me saying it. It's true. From the very second that camp ends, with Torah mates reaching out to their campers to wish them a good year, from Rosh Hashanah, where our campers get to come back to the zone and spend time with us, to the Sukkot, and on Shabbos Chalamayit in the zone again. And then in addition to the Chol Zone season, which really just gives a chance for kids to really show off their camp to other friends from their community even who haven't had a chance to come to camp and are always welcome at Chol Zone. We have our surveys and we have our Instagram contests, and constantly reaching out to our campers throughout the year. And it's a few more, listen, it's a Jewish calendar. In a few more seconds, another Yontif is coming, and there's another event coming up. It's a really phenomenal thing to always have something from the zone going on in your life. You never get to forget about camp. It's still always happening.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Marielle, if we can go back to the inspiration for a moment.
Yeah.
Just to give our listeners and our viewers a little bit of an idea, and I hope you won't mind me asking this. Can you describe
since she's right here, even if she does, we're not going to care. Just checking.
It's okay. You can tell me. It's fine.
No, it's Marielle. She's got this.
If you can describe to us what you've learned in camp, other than excitement, we know there was a lot of fun. In what way have you grown during your 5 years in the zone?
I would really have to say that the zone really gave me a love for Judaism. When you're younger, you don't really ask questions, you just do what your family does. And that's what I did. But then when you get older, you really start questioning and wondering. And when I was at camp, I really could just ask all the questions I wanted to. And I didn't hesitate, because I just felt so welcomed, and it was just great. So I feel like the zone really did give me inspiration and a desire to continue growing after high school and learning Torah. And I'm going to Israel, and
oh wow,
definitely like the zone helped me with that.
Beautiful.
So I'm thankful.
Hopefully we'll be able to get
hopefully Israel.
Hopefully travel will be a little bit easier, and hopefully things will go well for you. But that's certainly we'll make sure Rabbi Mintz hears about that. Mm-hmm. Rabbi Mintz will be very excited. I know specifically the girls or the boys from the boys division, when they go to learn in yeshiva or seminary in Israel, I know that brings them a tremendous source of nachas. That's a tremendous source of pride. So that's really, really nice. And I'm sure there are friends of yours from the zone that are going along with you.
Yeah.
There you go. Mrs. Shifrin, I have a little dangerous question for you.
Go for it.
I know how.
No one.
I know there's a lot of talk now about how things are going for this summer. What exactly is going to happen, and who knows? Hopefully things will go well. We're certainly we hope and pray that things will go well, and we're going to get the okay to open this summer. Can we get a little sneak preview? Just give us a little, before summer starts.
Yes.
Wait, come on, it's almost June already. Can we get a little bit of an idea what's in store for summer 2020? What's new? What's happening new in the girls division this summer?
So I don't want to, bury my lead here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, no, 100. We put in brand new, beautiful hiking trails. We're really excited this summer. We brought knocker balls, we bought kangaroo shoes, and for the Harry Potter fans out there, we're playing Quidditch. No, I can't explain how all that works because that would really be killing it. Yoni Z will be coming to do a concert. I mean, you know.
My goodness, you hear how many different talents we
I know, but this is just 1 week. So we're really, really, really hard at work upping up. It happens to be, I just came down from a week in camp and I'm going back up tomorrow, Amrit Hashem, with my kids again. It's an incredibly fun thing to just walk through a camp and just watch each of the different areas come alive and make them ever more beautiful and ready. So it has to open because it's too beautiful and wonderful and fantastic and stunning to be empty. So Amrit Hashem.
It most definitely will. We certainly hope so. And we'll keep davening. Marielle, close your eyes for a minute. If I can give you one wish, what's something that you would want the zone to add? I'm not promising it's going to come true.
Wait a second. We did a survey this year about what the campers want added to the game room, and they chose, and they are being added. Ask and you shall receive. I'm just saying, within reason. Go. It's like that the Pesach Seder Afikomen. Yeah. Whatever you want, within reason.
Other than game room. Something that you feel that the zone is missing.
I had this.
I'm being annoying. I don't know. Look what it takes. Look what it takes for her to think of something.
We had this a couple of years ago. I don't really think they have it anymore, but it was a hair and makeup workshop, and that's so fun. Oh, it's back? Okay. Okay, well, that's what I would have wished for.
Okay, so here we have it. We asked the zone camper what you would want to add to the camp. She couldn't come up with one thing that you can think of that the camp does not yet have.
Everything.
It's unbelievable. And the one thing that she thought of, we have that too. It's unbelievable. And Mr. Shifrin is certainly lucky enough to work with a fantastic staff, and that's a special shout out to all the staff members at the zone.
Yeah.
Both the boys division and the girls division, fantastic staff all around. Unbelievable staff and head staff that are tremendously dedicated to all the needs of every single camper. And for those of you out there that are listening and watching this and want to be a part, you want to be a part of what we do here at the Zone, you want to be a partner with us, now's the time to join our auction at oorahthon.org. Make sure you're in before the night's over so you can take part and be partner with us in the Zone. Both campuses, that's the boys and the girls.